Are you ready to solve a mystery? What will we see here today? Only time will tell. Get your thinking caps on, kids. We're gonna solve a crime. We're gonna crack the case. Thank you very much for the 5 gifted memberships. That's very generous of you indeed. I could sniff out that membership from here. I don't have a detective quip for this. Detective's theme quip. Only but a minute left! Hello, 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 and welcome to another exciting video with me, your host and guiding light in the eerie night, Lilith Leerie. And if you're welcome here, or you are new here, welcome and hello. We have a lot of fun here. So we're gonna be playing a game today called The Case of the Golden Idol. And what it is I'm assuming that you have to solve a case, of course. And I just want to shout out to all my members in the chat. Oh my god, hello. Wow, these new emojis look so festive. They look so great. Okay, with highlights, select this if you do not like pixel hunting. Select this if you don't mind finding all clickable spots. I need it. I'm not even gonna... No. I'm not even gonna, I don't feel ashamed. I don't like pixel hunting like that. Prologue. An abrupt termination of contract. Oh my. A tobacco pouch and a pipe cleaner. 2 bags filled with coins and gems. A bag of medical instruments and some medicine. A golden statue with a red stone and a bag filled with coins and gems. Okay. Very nice. Very cool. Blank blank pushed blank blank from a cliff into the blank of blank on Monkey Paw Island. Alright, I will explore. Alright, we've got this man. I knew what you were plotting, you snake. What's all this then? January 5th, 1742. Both parties agree to these terms for the expedition to Monkey Paw Island. Albert Cloudsley has rights to 2/3 of all valuables for funding the expedition. We're gonna turn this up a little bit. Oberon Geller has the rights to 1/3 of all valuables and any gold statues found for providing the map to the expedition site. Dr. Esquire, Oberon Albert Geller Cloudsy. Dr. Oberon Geller and Esquire Albert Cloudsley. Alright, we've got all of our stuff. Oberon Geller and Albert Cloudsley. Okay, cool. We've got a pipe. We've got a dagger. I feel like this pipe definitely goes somewhere. Is this all in his possession? Let's see this guy. Ah! A scalpel. So this is probably the doctor. January 5th, 1742. Both parties, blah, blah, blah. A medicine bottle. This clue has been added to the thinking panel. The map, horn of finger. Horn of thumb. Ruins of Xenopolis and Bay of Shadows. Okay. So, so that's Oberon Geller. So now we can say that, this is Oberon Geller. And this is Albert Cloudsley. A doctor and a lawyer. Does that make him a lochter? Or like a doyer? Doy? Come on. When a scroll is completely filled in, blank words can be... Oh, the words can be dragged directly to the slots. Okay, cool. So we're in the ruins of Xenopolis, it looks like. We're in the camp of... Horn. Thumb, probably. Because if this right here kind of matches this, so if this is all water, then we're in the Bay of Shadows, actually. Two or fewer slots are incorrect. Oops. Okay. Maybe let's try Horn of Thumb then. Yay! Okay, I was right the first time. Damn! Okay. So, Albert Cloudsley pushed Oberon Geller from a cliff in the Horn of Thumb on Monkey Paw Isle. The scroll has been fulfilled! No hints accessed. While Dr. Oberon Geller was surveying the poor weather with his looking glass, his expedition partner Albert Cloudsley, Esquire, suddenly pushed him off of the cliff. Return to the scenario. Oh. Well, we've got it. Okay. Also, that origami guy folds, thank you very much for the super. I appreciate it very much during this holiday season. It's the best way to support me, and I appreciate you. Also, don't know if you can see or not. Don't know if you can tell. But we've got a little sub counter over here. That's exciting. I'm pretty stoked on that. Just gotta center it now. You know what I'm saying? Oh my god, that's gonna bother me. There it is! We are almost at 34K! Or 40K! 40K. That's what I meant to say. That is what I meant to say. Chapter 1. Complications of the family. The untimely passing of a rural gentleman. Oh no, look at this rural gentleman. There's a ring with a ruby. The man is not breathing. His head has been badly wounded. Wound on head. Yes, of course. Blank blank, Lord of Blank, passed away in his bed. The cause of death was a blank blank, which occurred when he fell from a... while he was... Okay, cool. There are lots and lots. Hey, that origami guy folds. Thank you very much for the 20 gifted memberships. That means we have 20 new members. 20 new members that can enjoy over 100 hours of members content, including a very special members video that happened today. This clue has been added to the thinking panel. It is quite a dirty smattering of a smock, is it not? I appreciate your generosity. Shout out to that origami guy folds. Thank you very much. 25 new members. 25. What did I say? You want to know what's funnier than 23? Then 24 even? Hey, here's that statue again. Spontaneous combustion. I, Sebastian Cloudsley, will share my humble contribution to the science of anatomy and chemistry. August 22nd, 1786. Woke up a beautiful day, washed and dressed in my dining attire, had a beautiful roast duck for lunch, changed to my hunting attire, rode to hunt badgers, had no luck today and returned home. Changed to my research attire, researching, dining, hunting. Changed to my dining attire, had a tasty beef loin for supper, filled in my diary and went to bed to continue reading for my research. It could be another Cloudsley. We don't know. We don't know quite yet. It is the 23rd of August. Interesting. Where are we right now? There's no X anywhere, so... But I'm assuming we're in Blackfield, actually, because there's a boat right here. The yacht is slowly floating on the river, so I'm gonna put that in. We're in Blackfield. Sebastian Cloudsley, Lord of Blackfield, passed away in his bed. The cause of death was a head wound, which occurred when he fell from a blank. We know that this is Sebastian Cloudsley. Yes, indeed. This is his hunting attire, perhaps? And this is his dining attire? No? Okay. Research attire? There is material to be discovered. Okay. Let us continue exploring. A tall, rickety ladder. Interesting. This clue has been added to the thinking panel. This is his dining attire. Good to know. Henry Clover, lead poisoning. So he definitely fell off that ladder while he was researching. Just gonna say. That's dining attire. Then that's dining attire. That's research. Then that's hunting. That's research. Fuck. That's what I thought. I mean... I mean... What does the ruby have to do with anything? A horse? I want to click on the horse. Hold on. Hold. Horse. Okay. He changed to his hunting attire, changed to researching, changed to dining. So this is still his dining attire. I'm going to kill someone. What have I gotten wrong? There's blood. Wait a minute. There's blood. He didn't fall from a ladder. No. No. I don't believe this. There's too much blood. There's blood all over the floor. Look at this. There's blood everywhere. I mean, the head wound is quite obvious. Did he fall from a horse? I mean, no. I mean, it says that I'm right. No, it doesn't. Lead poisoning. Which occurred when he fell from his horse. Lead poisoning, which occurred when he fell from his horse wound while he was hunting. That's also not correct. See, he definitely has a head wound, but this is not correct. It's too easy. I'm gonna have to put on my thinking cap for this one. What could it possibly be? Now, what could this be? What could this possibly be? Is this hunting attire? I don't know if it is. Is this researching attire? This looks like dining attire. Perhaps there's more. Should we ask for our first hint? Maybe we can't. Maybe we don't get that. I don't believe this. Can I close this? A horse is running in the yard. That is floating in the river. There's a book on lead poisoning up top. A rickety ladder. I want to know what this is here. There's a ruby ring. A ring with a ruby. Those dastardly horses. It's gotta be the horse. Come on, man. Let me look at that. Let me look at that. He is definitely in Blackfield. We can see that much. This is dining attire. We can see that much. I suppose he doesn't really have an ascot on, does he? He's not really gonna let me look anywhere else. But he moved from here to here, so that's definitely not what's happening. It's the 23rd of August. That's the 22nd. Spontaneous combustion. Okay. I mean, he did not spontaneously combust. I think that we can plainly see that. Haunts poisoning. I wonder. I wonder if this is researching attire. And this is hunting attire. Yes, indeed. Okay. So, I think he was hunting. He fell from his horse and died of a head wound. Yes! Yes! Fuck! While the Lord of Blackfield was hunting, his horse threw him off and he suffered a deadly head wound to the head. A deadly wound to the head. Wonderful. Wonderful. I guess we're done here, right? Yeah. Okay. Oh, who are you? Hello? Oh, okay. Bell. Yellow bell. 3 people. Sebastian Cloudsley, 33 to 86. How old was he? 53, ladies and gentlemen. Sebastian Cloudsley was 53. Ding dong. Bing bong. Poor guy. R.I.P. F's in the chat. Complications in the family. The dramatic departure of an outsider. Wow, yeah, I would say that's pretty fucking dramatic. A scorched horse brush. A scorched knife. Spare me, devil, I was simply following orders. Astonishing monkey man, property of Pear Brothers. A knife. What the blazes? August Focky, sorry. August Focky Club Derby, Race 3, win, Raging Sultan, place show, wager, £35. Betting, sir? Betting on horses? Who does that? Who bets on horses in this day and age? What are we? Are we men or are we men? Let's see. Spontaneous combustion. To perform the combustion trick, you must first cast a freezing spell. The sacred glyphs for combustion on the idol are candy cane, fork, plate, dinner setup, and house with a basement. A ring with a ruby. A £1, 2 shillings and 2 pence. Okay.
They did do the frost spell, I guess, so... How about you? What an unexpected turn of events. An embroidered handkerchief. Dear Edmund, it has reached my attention that you are seeking a capable new servant. I have just the man for you. David Gorin is an experienced coachman with a diverse set of talents that I am sure you will find very useful. If you are pleased with his services, do not hesitate to let me know. Yours, Theo. A stiletto blade. £3 and 3 shillings. Girl, chill. Lord Edmund Cloudsley's speech stirs Parliament. Okay, so you're Edmund Cloudsley. That's him. No mistake. Okay, we've got, Dragon these nuts. Ash Blair, finest tobacco. Prepare the carriage for tomorrow. We are to visit my nephew. Okay, so this is David Gorin, I think. I shouldn't be too hasty, but I'm gonna be. £2 shillings and a penny, a saddlebag, and a dagger. Now, if it's all the same to you, I will take my leave. No, you will not. You shan't be doing shit. Alright, let's see. Batley is where we are. Okay. Okay. Nicholas Maker, attorney. I would not have expected one of your family to treat a legal document in such a way. I am appalled. A ring with a ruby. Lots of rubies around here. 2 shillings, 3 pence. Reading of the last will and testament of Sebastian Cloudsley, September 7th, 1786. Edmund Cloudsley is the oldest. Rose Cubert. Willard Wright is married. All inheritors are all present. So they're all here. Sebastian and Peter Batley. Peter Batley is here. Damn, I don't know what any of this shit means. So Albert and Mary were married, and their children were Edmund, Rose, Sebastian, who is now deceased, and Beatrix. And they have a son, Peter Batley. So they're all here. Peter, Willard, and Rose, and Edmund. Okay. My apologies, it can be so pettier sometimes. 6 rings with various stones, £4. Shamal Bhat Simhasana Batisi, a fan, and an ornamental guitar blade. Interesting, okay. Aphorisms by Sebastian Cloudsley. How to be happy. Eat a hearty meal every day and do not waste your time on trivialities. How to avoid being upset. Strive for what which holds meaning and do not shrink from responsibility. How to be inspired. Take a walk in your forest and breathe the fresh air. How to avoid being scared. Feeling scared is a weakness. Be strong instead. Dear Willard Wright, Rose Cubert, I bequeath you the gold. You know what to do with it. This clue's been added to the thinking panel. Idol of Xenopolis, you will... I want you to put your... Then mere politics. Therefore, I bequeath... Okay, each I have under... Okay. I bequeath something res. Blank blank. Take to the notes from the search I have undertaken on astronomy. I grant you leave to finish and publish it under both your names. Both our names. Okay. We met so rarely after you left, therefore I bequeath you blah 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 blah. I think that I'm gonna be able to like put these together like a puzzle. My late sister, your mother, financial troubles, help you, I bequeath you, provide the clearly lack compilation of my aphorisms. August Focky, Club Derby, Race 6, Win Spinning Jenny, Place Show Wager £50. Dear Peter Batley, we have sent you frequent reminders concerning the settlement of your debt, and yet, to date, the debt remains unpaid. We humbly request that you make your payments as soon as possible, or we will be forced to take matters into our own hands. The debt currently stands at £255, Blackguard and Buck loans. Okay. Okay. We met so rarely after you left for colonies. Therefore, I bequeath you my savings, land, and Blackfield Manor house. Come home and establish a museum of my life and accomplishments. I want you to put your sharp mind to better use than mere politics. Therefore, I bequeath you the notes from my research I have undertaken on astronomy. I grant you leave to finish and publish it under both our names. My late sister, your mother disclosed your financial troubles to me long ago, and I resolved to help you. I bequeath you a compilation of my aphorisms to provide the direction in your life which you so clearly lack. Oh my god. I bequeath you the golden idol of Xenopolis. You will know what to do with it. Okay. Damn. I can see that you're poor, so... Okay. There is a debt that remains unpaid to Peter Batley. My late sister, aka your mother, Beatrix Batley. Seems like she's dead, yes. That's what these crosses mean. Okay. So that is to Peter Batley. Peter Batley. Okay. That's one down. We've got 3 more to go. Which means that one of these bitches is Peter Batley, right? Not this guy, obviously. He's Nicholas Maker. Obviously. Okay. Which means she must be, if Beatrix is dead, there's only one woman, Rose Cubert, who is present. So she is Rose. Alright, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. We are getting somewhere. Okay. I bequeath you the notes from my research I have undertaken on astronomy. I grant you leave to finish and publish it under our names. Is there someone that has notes? Nobody has any. Okay. Stable rota for Adam and James. Monday, J, and AAA. Okay, horse grooming and... Okay, so... Monday, the grooming goes to James. And the stable cleaning goes to Adams. Do it properly, you lazy oafs. What day is it? Do we know? You're pumped to see me playing this game? Thank you. Yeah, I'm happy to be playing it. This calls for a closer look. What's this now? Fat Lord AJ pair twins. Okay. Okay. All right. Astonishing monkey, property of the pair brothers. So we know that he is either James or Adam. And this has an A on it. So where's the other guy that has like the brush? One of them has a brush. Oh, he has the brush. And a thing that says J. So he is J pair. Okay. James and Adam. Okay. Suddenly, James pair. Context clues! Context clues! Give me your last name. Thank you. Okay, that leaves 2 men. One of them has the idol. And this, who knows who that could fucking be. Okay. Who bet on horses? You bet on a horse for 35 pounds, dude. That's kind of a lot, right? It's kind of a lot. There's a missing painting here. I'm sure that's nothing, but... Edmund Cloudsley is the oldest, and Willard Wright is an associate. Willard Wright, I'm going to guess... is... who has the statue? That's what I'm going with. It just makes sense to me, I guess. Okay, we know that this is Cloudsley. Edmund, no, his name isn't Edmund. It's Sebastian Cloudsley. Okay. Blank was blank to receive blank in Sebastian Cloudsley's will, and ordered blank and blank to take the blank from blank. Suddenly, James Pear died from spontaneous combustion. Okay. 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 All four inheritors are present. So Edmund is the oldest. And Rose is married. Well, we know who Rose is. But Willard and Edmund. We know who Edmund is. Already. Willard Wright, we're not quite sure. This must be Willard. Perhaps. Perhaps? Let's just go with it. Willard Wright and, what's the other one's name? I don't even remember. Peter Batley. Whoa! All identities are filled in correctly, bitch. Hell yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, Peter was probably upset to receive the aphorisms in Sebastian Cloudsley's will and ordered ordered probably the Pear brothers, honestly. Adam Pear and James Pear to take the idol from Willard Wright. Oh, fuck. God, I'm such a good fucking detective. No hints accessed. The scroll has been fulfilled. Peter Batley, encumbered by his gambling debts, had placed high hopes on his uncle's testament. Upon discovering he had inherited nothing but a book of aphorisms, he tore up the will and ordered his servants to take the golden statue from the stranger Willard. Suddenly, one of the servants burst into flames. But I still have to, I still have to do this whole thing. Maybe like Rose, Hubert, and Edmund Cloudsley. Yay! Okay. We did it. Lovely. Gong, gong, gong. So it's Rose and Edmund and Peter that are there. Okay. Chapter 2. The Cursed Inheritance. The Murder at the Little Mermaid. Hold on, wait. I'm just too detectived up for this. I'm getting a raging clue right now, and I don't even have to be. Alright, we're going undercover. Revenge, RR. Okay. Why did that bugger give me a note when he knows damn well I can't read? An old rusty half of shears. A piece of stale bread. You can lie low for a couple of days in the old oarsman's place down at the docks. Hold on, I'm gonna put on my slippers. I'm very cold. I'm chilly. A little chilly. Getting a raging clue right now. All the blood's gone straight to my clue. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Alright. Wrapped up. Okay. All bundled up. The oarsman's place down by the docks. An empty bed. Not warm. A trap door on the ceiling. A flower picture. The door does not open. Ah! Okay, there's some shit going on down there. The door does not open. A trapdoor is on the ceiling. Dandelion picture. Revenge. RR. To my dear Maurice. The watch is ticking. Okay, so the clock has not stopped, but it is 2:25. Maybe like 2:26. Okay. Wow, he's really up there. The man is not breathing. A walking cane. A ring with a ruby. He has been stabbed. Alarm, alarm, a break-in! Watchman's lantern. Watchman number 2, Henry Parker. A watchman's spear. Shards of glass lie in the mud. Okay, so it was broken from this side and not from the outside. We'll put him as Henry Parker for now, but it might be worth looking back at. A washing bowl filled with slightly bloody water. Dear proud beast master, I have attended our departed brother's send-off and accept the keepsake that he bestowed upon our brotherhood in his will. I shall send this letter tomorrow, September 10th. I hope it will reach you without delay. Already it is midnight. I will retire to my bed, for it has been a long day. May Griffin awaken, proud beast initiate. Okay. So this is one of the brothers? At least that's what it seems like. At the Little Mermaid Inn, amazing Evans musical performance on September 9th. Shall commence circa 11 p.m. You. Oh, mother, forgive me. I will never gamble with something so dear to me again. A violin. A Navaja folding blade. Navaja? A key. So this is Evan. Evans. Just a deal. Just deal the next one. It's all luck anyway. 3 shillings, 2 pence. A hand of cards. Remember, you as an agent of our trading company have to reflect its values to the fullest. Never be late. The client leaves the port on the 10th. Be persuasive. Do not take no for an answer. We must get the client's product. Be effective. Once you have the product, deliver it to me immediately with the servant boy. Most importantly, no matter what you do, be mindful of our reputation. Our names must remain spotless. A key and a dagger. He doesn't have anything on him. We know that whoever did this already has whatever it is that we needed. Be calm, John. He was a perfect gentleman. He bought me a drink and then retired upstairs. Hand of cards, 4 shillings. To Annie, you are beautiful like a rose, and for you I will take any blows. Annie, you are like a glass of wine. Your hair is very fine. I will find gold in a mine if that makes you forever mine. Your piglet full of love. Okay, girl. A stiletto blade. Well, we know that her name is Annie. Tell me, what does that man have that I lack? Hand of cards, 7 pence, a key, and a small sword. And his name is John. Wanted, Robert Redrith, escaped convict. Reward £50. Bro, that's that guy. 100%, that's that guy. Where did that blasted boy go? I really need to piss. Large kitchen knife. A ring of various keys, a partially peeled lemon. Dear Oscar Boynton, it has come to our attention that the good owner of the Little Mermaid offers services to those who want to transfer products that are less agreeable to the authorities. I will come by in 3 days. If you still have some spare space in your gin barrels and you are willing to earn extra money, reach out to me. So you are Oscar Boynton. And we still don't know this guy's name. Or anything about him, really. This clue has been added to the thinking. Ah, a little cipher? Oscar Boynton. There we go. That's much better. Or maybe that's Annie Boynton. No. Her name is Annie, though. AGJB. Perhaps this is John? Maybe it's John Boynton. They have the same stringy hair. They might be related. There's AG and AB. So... Alright, the door to the street is shut with a latch. Where did I get Maurice from? He can't read. That's going to be important. At least we know that he's Henry Parker, I guess. That's nice. But who is Maurice? I can't remember. Let's go back downstairs and see what everybody's saying. Dandelion Room, Willard Wright. One Night. Forget-Me-Not Room, Ash Blair. Okay. That fills things in for me. The Dandelion Room is Willard Wright. So this must be Ash Blair. He has a key. She also has a key. They all have keys. He's gambling. And who is Maurice? Maybe it's Maurice Evans. And John and Annie Boynton? That's what I thought. We know that they're together. Maybe they are Boynton. Are they married though? I don't think it's him. A fight ensued upstairs and Willard Wright got stabbed with something. Blank blank crept into blank blank's room through the blank, while blank blank and blank were playing cards with loud music. An empty bed that is not warm. And he escaped through the window. Annie, is she okay? Nobody knows. What we can say is that this is Ash Blair. This is Annie G. G. Do we have a G? Do we have a G? I don't think we do. Willard Wright. Maurice Evans. That's totally his name. JB. Maybe it is Boynton. And then she's something else entirely. What we don't have is a G. I don't have that. We need her name. To my dear Maurice. The watch is ticking. Why does he have Maurice's... something for Maurice? Context clues, context clues. He has a pipe, or he has a walking cane. He's got multiple stab wounds. He's obviously dead. And I can't go up into the ceiling. But he has something for Maurice. Oh, mother, forgive me. I will never gamble with something so dear to me again. So, he did gamble and he lost. He gambled and he lost. Maurice Evans gambled with Willard Wright and lost. But while blank blank and we're all playing cards with loud music, a fight ensued upstairs. So it could not have been Maurice that stabbed him. He gambled the watch. What am I yet missing? Your piglet full of love. That's so fucking kinky, dude. Let's see how much money that they have. He has 7 pence. She has 2 shillings and 4 pence. He has 3 shillings and 2 pence. He has the most money. He has no money. He has no money, but he has all the keys. Tab. Green. 4 glasses of wine. Briege. 3 glasses of wine. And Blair. 1 glass of wine. Okay. So, it's Briege and green. God damn it, I'm good. Okay. Annie Green, Annie Green. John Briege. Annie Green. Oh. Oscar Boynton. Oh, John. John Briege. Okay. Alright, we have to do some math here, which means it's time to put on... We're going to take a closer look. Okay. I don't know what this fucking means. So. Where's Monster Frisbee? Oh god, where is she? Where is she when I need her most? Okay, let's say... Let's get my notepad out. I have one. I have a real notepad. Gonna start. My legal pad here. So. Annie Green starts with 4, 2, 4, and 0. By the end, she has... I don't know what any of this fucking means. I don't know what this means, dude. I don't know what they're doing. I've never played poker, so I don't know, like, what these mean. Annie Green. Maybe, like, it's a... They started with this. And they played against each other. Maurice Evans definitely fucking lost everything. Annie Green is the winner, I guess. Ash Blair is kind of losing. Let's say that if Maurice is playing music, Oscar Boynton has been playing, okay? So there are still people who can be here. Is Robert Redruth the one that killed them? Who knows? But we know that it was not Maurice. We can cross out Maurice. Because he was playing music. That means... that... John... Ash... and... Annie... we're all playing cards. But there's also Oscar as well. And then Henry and Robert are also there for some reason. So, we can see. Let us observe the crime scene if we may. If we may. Let us see. We know that it wasn't Maurice because his watch is still there. It wasn't taken. His ruby ring is still there. This man is not breathing, but he has been stabbed. We can see that much. He's got a watchman's spear. And he's the only one that's outside of the cross. Oh, but he ran over, so we know that it's not Henry. I'm putting that in here. Or did he? Because there's nothing else. Did they break in from the window? Now I'm second guessing myself. There's no glass on the inside. Welcome, Sir Frey. Thank you very much for becoming a lost soul. Okay, whoever... This is locked, so they couldn't have got in through the windows, okay? He escaped through the window, but he didn't get in through the window. The door is not open. The bed is empty and not warm, but that doesn't mean that someone couldn't have used this to come up into the trapdoor and use this room to leave. The door is not open, which means it is not locked, which means that whoever has that other room, which I believe is Ash Blair... I'm gonna say it's Ash Blair. Okay, Ash Blair crept into Willard Bright's room through the trapdoor, bitch. While John Breege and Annie Green and Oscar Boynton were all playing cards with loud music. A fight ensued upstairs and Willard Wright got stabbed with a... what does he have? Just a regular schmegular old dagger. I'm so fucking good. A man going by the name of Ash Blair crept into Willard's room through the trapdoor to steal something important. But when he opened the music box, it woke Willard up and a fight ensued. In the fracas, Ash stabbed Willard and attempted to frame an escaped convict. Oh! Good morning, innkeeper. I hear a man was murdered here a week ago. Aye, a deranged convict did him in. Now bugger off. Tell me more about the evening when Willard Wright died. I will make it worth your while. A deranged convict? Nuh-uh. Okay. Scotland Yard. Esquire. Hold on one second. Gotta put that away. That's for the big leagues. That's for solving things. Intoxicating dinner party. Oh my god, look at this place. These sure are fine coats. An expensive cigar. How old are you, kid? Little Pip. Run to the city and grab me some Ash Blair tobacco and a bottle of gin. I will pay you when I am back. David. Are you Little Pip? An overcoat and a hat. An overcoat. A box of cigars. Dear Miss Richards, I enjoyed your company tremendously when I visited your father last month. I am certain that you would wish to hear the rest of my thoughts on the shortcomings of our society. I invite you and your father to a dinner on April 8th at my manor. Sincerely, Edmund Cloudsley. Dear Mary, here is something for your diary from me. For you, I would fight a tiger and win. Peter Batley. Nice. 1788, March 5th. You stole a cigar! Little Pip. Alright. Oh! Oh! A syringe with some liquid left in it! Oh! Oh, they're all partying in here. Oh, they're not having a good time. Rose is dead. The lady is not breathing and her face is blotched. A fan, £4, and rings with various gemstones. Well, we know who she is. I know who she is. That's Rose. Oh my. Oh my. A salad untouched. A full glass of cloudy liquid untouched. A partially empty glass of clear liquid. Partially eaten piece of roast. Empty wine. Partially glass of cloudy liquid. Partially eaten salad. Partially eaten salad. Partially smoked cigar. Partially empty glass of red wine. Amber liquid. Red liquid. Partially eaten salad with an partially empty glass of yellow liquid. Okay. Alright, I'm smelling what we're stepping in here. This is horrible! An embroidered handkerchief. What's the embroidery? What is it? Why does she kind of give Cynthia from Rugrats? Am I the only one? Am I the only one? It's poison! Nobody touched a thing and nobody move! I'll send for a doctor right away! An embroidered handkerchief, a blue key, and an orange key. She does seem rather unwell. It's extremely upsetting. £4 of shilling. You killed my aunt, you devil! I should execute you on the spot! A pack of cards, 2 pounds, and a fork. So this is his plate. Oh my lord, this has nothing to do with me. Note to self, if you get frustrated when working, remember the tale about the rich lord who married his donkey, and you will feel better. 1 shilling, the same keys as the man, and a small simple key. Ensure that the beautiful lady sits next to me during dinner, and I will slip you a shilling. Peter. Peter. You're Peter. If I remember correctly. I just don't remember his name. Like if he's Peter Cloudsley. But I do know that this is yours, Peter. And you are Edmund Cloudsley. And that's Rose. So this must be Mary. And I don't know who the fuck you people are. Okay. Aha. The statue. There it is. Oh my. Well, well, Edmund. It seems you seemed pretty pleased after the old boy passed away and a spot freed up for you in the House of Lords. Take care of those with whom you ally. I have many friends that will deal with you swiftly if you dare cross me. George Bridges. The revolution will come for the likes of you, you crooked bastard. Soon you will pay for your sins against honest common folk with your blood. Final Vanguard. Edmund Cloudsley, January 8th, 1788. Once more you have failed to answer our requisition. This is the last warning you will receive. Your transgressions against us demands amends. Your only course of action you have is to surrender yourself to our justice. Last chance for repentance, serpent, or I will unleash one of our stewards upon you. Brotherhood of Masks. Dear Uncle, February 1st. I hear you are interested in Lady Richards. I think you are too old for her. I shall court her instead. Secondly, please lend me £300. It is a small change to you, and I am desperately in need of it at present. Yours truly, Peter Batley. That's right, you're a Batley. Peter Batley, Mary Richards. Okay. Very nice. What do we have here? Once your target has ingested the love potion, establish eye contact and hold it for as long as possible. In most cases, the effects will be felt within 2 days, depending on your own appearance. Okay, a pair of twig dolls and a bottle of pink liquid, partially empty. £4 and a penny. I will not change the rule that the staff member who has worked here the longest gets the bottom room. Do not bother me again. Do not bother me with such nonsense again. So this is Edmund's room. He wanted to do a love potion for Mary Richards. So he wanted Mary to sit next to her. Here's what I'm guessing so far. That liquid was to be put in Mary Richards' food as a love potion. However, since their plates got switched, probably this one or that one, Rose ended up getting poisoned instead. A canife. Et mademoiselle, the laceless count, the besmirched lover of Lusitania. I will not change the rule that the staff member who has worked here longest gets the bottom room. Okay. The staff member who has worked here the longest gets the bottom room. Do not bother me with this nonsense again. So these are the fucking staff. So this is the staff. Remember to take the fourth one from every row. Uh-huh. A stack of candles. Raulo Cthulhu, Star Child. An ink pot. And 3 shillings and 2 pence. What the hell kind of love potion turns someone into past tense unless this dude loves his women cold? You know, it could have been a chemical fuck up, but thank you very much, Quattro Kerbex. Thank you for the supa. I appreciate it. So, one of these... My lord, this has nothing to do with me. Ensure the beautiful lady sits next to me and I will slip you a shilling. He does have the 1 shilling. He has 4 pounds and a shilling. This door is locked. This door is also locked. There's more. Okay. Mattress. Monkey Man 1 versus Striped Darkhand. Monkey Man 2. Tooth for a tooth. Couple of pennies, a fancy handkerchief, and a shiny pocket watch. A small bottle filled with amber liquid. A copy of the blue key. And a copy of a different key. I think. At least that's what I think. Yes, a copy of the blue key. And some other kind of key as well. 2 sealed bottles of cloudy liquid labeled Peptic Tonic. Due to the sensitivity of your stomach, I advise abstaining from alcohol for the next month. Also consider a glass of peptic tonic before eating to avoid upsetting your digestive system. A sealed bottle labeled opium, but it is sealed. It says. So it says. Platinello, Ideal Republic, Visions of a Utopia with Order and Structure. Dr. Abram Aderton, Secret Codes. Such trivial ciphers as reading only the first word of every line are easy to produce on short notice, but extremely unsafe and easy to uncode. Such reading word essay, easy notice, unsafe. Consider this example. Money, as denominator of value, has evolved and changed a lot. Still, in savvy hands, it is a powerful tool. Money has changed hands. Alright. Remember 1. I that worked the me. Okay. So there's gonna be some codes somewhere, I suppose. Well, you after and the take you. Okay. The for you, soon your common blood. Once our warning, your amends, the to last or upon... Okay, not that one either. Not that one either. Alright, well now we know. Now we know that that's something to look for. That came out of fucking nowhere. Holy shit. The door is locked. A set of lockpicks. Ash Blair Finest Tobacco. A pistol. A dagger. David, clean up the barn until Wednesday. I plan to continue experimenting with the artifact. David, clean Wednesday. I experimenting artifact. Okay. So one of these ones is David. or something. Or this person is David specifically. £1, 2 shillings. The Wise Slave. Fables about rulers that make you think. A stack of candles. April 7th, dear diary. This has been an ordinary day, mostly spent in preparation for tomorrow's dinner event. I do believe the time has come for me to ask for a raise in salary after all these years I have loyally worked here. It is a different conversation to be had, but I will strengthen my will and talk to Master about it tomorrow. Okay. A sealed pot labeled print paint. Down with parasites. Too long they have feasted on our blood and sweat. Dear, this day preparation dinner. I come raise these worked. In conversation I end tomorrow. Okay. The door is to the outside, not locked. 3 loaves of bread, some lemons, a basket of potatoes, a sack of flour, a pair of opaque bottles labeled water, a big piece of meat, and cut vegetables. Anything else? Anything else? Mrs. Smith, 2 eggs, and a pot of tea for each breakfast. No heavy food for dinner. You are responsible for little Pip doing all his errands. Mrs. Walker, Mr. Walker, I am to be woken up and dressed at 7 a.m. I expect to receive my daily newspaper by noon. Mrs. Baker, I expect all my rooms to be cleaned every day, twice on the days I have visitors. N.B. David Garand's job requires that he may arrive or leave during the night. No complaining about this. Okay. Mr. Walker has a newspaper. I feel like I saw one. Not long ago. I guess I didn't. Of course I can give you some candles for your room, Lucia. I assumed you were itching to continue reading that scandalous novel. Simple key. Dear Ada. Okay, so she is Ada. I have to use this letter to share good news. There is no substance to the claims that your late husband used. Their used has no eye comfort and... Okay. There is no substance to the claims that your late husband used his position to squander church money. The judge has decided to remove all accusations and you will be no longer a target of baseless gossip. I truly and sincerely hope this will provide some comfort in these dark times when ignorance and impudence go hand in hand. May our Lord steward over our poor souls. Use substance to remove target. Sincerely, Dark Hand Steward. So I remember something about a 4th. Like, remember to grab every 4th one? This works. Use substance to remove target. Sincerely, Dark Hand Steward. So it's her. To Mrs. Smith, for 3 years of service. Thank you, dear. No, I threw it out. I do not read such dirty literature anymore. I do hope our master's guests are satisfied and that Brian served everything as instructed. The dinner party will take place on April 8th. Everything should be ready before noon. Prepare roasted boar. Young Miss Richards appears to not enjoy meat, therefore prefer some alternative dish. Okay. So this is, Lucia. All right, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Okay. Dark Hand Steward. Wanted. Probably Mary Richards dead. I think she still has some smut. Where is the smut? Hmm? Oh, some keys. A bag full of keys. Okay, so that is, Lucia's room. And this is Ada's room. Yes, that would make sense. Because it's coming out of her window. So... full and sealed bottles with red liquid labeled wine. A full and sealed body with amber liquid labeled brandy. Okay, there's no door here, which means it might be the amber liquid. Mrs. Baker, I expect my rooms to be clean. Mrs. Smith, 2 eggs and a pot of tea for breakfast. Aha! Hi there, Pip. Hey, Pip, how you doing? Squeeze the liquid out! She only has a small, simple key. And she has some other kind of key. I'm not really sure what that's for, though. Besides this, maybe. Alright, let's go look at these keys again. She wanted to hide these. I think this is the blue one. And that one is very plain. Let's see. Blue one. Could be. This must be David. I feel like, because this guy's like way too fancy to be David. Right? Or maybe that's why, is because David... Then I just kind of have to like fucking guess with these two. I'm not gonna guess with him, I guess. I don't really know. But we know that she doesn't eat fucking meat, Mary Richards, so that doesn't narrow anything down for me. Because both of these ladies have something going on. Let's look at the table once more. Partially eaten salad and a partially empty glass of yellow liquid. Partially eaten salad, smoked cigar, and an empty glass, or partially empty glass of glass of red liquid. So everybody ate some salad. And there's an untouched salad here But does this bitch smoke? Oh, this is horrible. This is horrible. Oh, my goodness. They wanted Mary Richards dead, I think. And thus, Ada poisoned the... probably the brandy, and hid the necessary key in a bag. At the dinner party, she got the stuff. But what's her fucking name again? What's her fucking name? I don't remember. Oh yeah, she's trying to get... they're trying to court her hardcore, dude. Run to the city, grab me some Ashbler tobacco and a bottle of gin. I will pay you when I'm back. David. Okay, this is Smith. And Ada is Baker. Okay. We're getting somewhere! Okay. So, I'm gonna say Mary Richards sat here first, just because we can. Where's the name Mary? Where is it? There we go. Mary Richards. Oh, there's a cabinet. Oh. Okay. David. Gorin. Ada. Baker. There's a cabinet. But who sleeps here? That's a problem. There are 4 of them. It's probably little Pip, to be completely honest. I don't see why... yeah, I don't see why they would... yeah. Why are they stuffed in his mattress? It's because he's a fucking thief. She's a fucking little thief. That's what he does. That's where David is. Which means... let's see. Final George. Final George. Okay, let's go back up. Oh, Final Vanguard. I think the final vanguard is probably like this guy down here, but I don't know who that is specifically. But let's just put final vanguard down there just because we can. Oh, we can zoom in. Oh my god. Okay, this person asked for a raise. These are all sealed bottles. They're all sealed. There's a fucking love potion in here. I forgot about that. A pair of twig dolls and bottle of pink liquid partially empty. Who are these bitches? And what happened to her dagger? That's a good question too, no? I only have 30 of 36 things to find, so... I'm just not looking hard enough. Like, who is this guy? Who the fuck is that? I don't know. We're like almost there. I feel like we are just almost right there. Who smokes cigars? A box of cigars. So it is somebody who is poorer. He's got playing cards. Note, if working, about married will. Yeah, I doubt this has literally anything to do with him. So... Motherfucker. Dude, I don't know. Who is smoking a cigar, dude? Has anybody got a lighter on him? Not that I can see. Why do you have playing cards, dude? Alright, let's try to place these tables, okay? I know that Edmund Cloudsley is a man of yumminess. He probably likes a good steak. Okay, and because of that... What's his face? Probably sat... What's her nuts sat here? Because they were supposed to... They swapped. So who was sitting here? Who is that? Who is that guy, dude? If only I could remember her name. It's like Rose something. Monkey man. So they did something. Whatever the fuck that is supposed to be. Whether it be water or something that's definitely like partially empty glass of yellow liquid. What could the yellow liquid be? There were two men drinking tonic. Which, this checks out. Probably her too. Which means this is this guy, but who the fuck is that? Probably David, this David person. David. I will pay you when I am back. Threw it out, don't read that. I hope our master's guests are satisfied and that Brian served everything as instructed. So, this guy's name is Brian. And that means this is David. So David sat here. David Walker, perhaps? That means he is, or Brian Walker and David Gorin and, whatever her fucking name is. I don't fucking remember! Mrs. Smith, you're responsible for little Pip doing all his errands. David Gorin's job requires that he may arrive or leave during the night. No complaints about this. NB. Okay, so that is David Gorin. Okay, so that's out of here. So, we can put Brian Walker, maybe? Perhaps? Or maybe it's Brian Walker. And, what's her face? Lucia. Damn it! Okay. Damn it! Okay. Well, that can't be Final Vanguard. It's N something. NC? Do we have an NC? Was it NC? NB. bridges? Or do we have a bridges? We don't. Okay, so I know that, Brian is actually down here. Because he talked about that thing. That thing. The story of the guy who, who did the thing. He fucking, he, with the donkey. He said the thing about the donkey. Remember the story about the guy with the donkey. But the person who's right above them has a bunch of lockpicks and has a note from David, or from EC, saying, David, clean up the barn on Wednesday. I plan to continue experimenting with the artifact, like David Gorin. Which I don't understand why that might be, because why is David Gorin in here? For my own... Or maybe his name is also... Okay. Okay. We've got that, actually. We've got that. So, David Gorin, right here. Right here, baby. Cool. Okay. Wasn't it David who asked Pip for the ash tobacco? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So then who is NC? Or NB or whatever? Okay. Let's just do this. What the fuck is her name, dude? Monkey Man Vanguard. How do I get her name? My aunt. My aunt. I mean, we know that she's a Cloudsley Dale, or Cloudsley, so I guess we can just put Cloudsley. Okay, well if that is correct, then that's fine. But we still need her fucking name. How do I find it? Anybody? Anybody? The staff member who has worked here the longest gets the bottom room. Who has worked there the longest? Brian Walker. Of course. Rose something. Yeah, that's what I thought. Rose. But I can't find any hint of a rose. Even writing for anything. This looks like it was cut recently and everything was shoved in there. But I'm starting to get a little sus that she wasn't working alone. Can I go out there or what? Aha! Here we go. Okay. An opaque bottle. Lemonade. Peptonic, wine, brandy, salad, a roast. So I think it was the lemonade that was poisoned. Okay, anything else? Anything else? Anything else that I may have missed here? Tell me her name. Tell me her name. Tell me her name! I'm gonna need like a hint. Have I made a typo? Have I considered all the... Have I re-examined? Okay. I don't know. Tell me your name, dear lady. She either sat here or here, dude, but I'm guessing she sat right here. Prepare a side dish. Fine, a cigar. Though... Lady is not breathing and her face is blotched. Oh, okay, okay. So it's not wine that's all over her face. George Bridges. George Bridges. Dear Edmund Rose Cubert, that's her fucking name. There it is. We got it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got there. Oh. Oh. Uh-oh. So we still don't know who the fuck this guy is. Oops. Not that I wanted Richard. Richard's dead. Okay. Who they did want was Edmund dead. Edmund Cloudsleydale dead. And thus... This is some rough shit, dude. They did have Ada do it, though. Wherever she is. Where is she? Ada Baker poisoned the and hid the necessary key in a bag. I like your idea. Let's send him to the colonies where his violent nature will make him feel at home. I hear you are having dinner with Lady Mary and her well-to-do father, Lothar. If Peter and I were to join you, we could beguile him with tales of adventure in the colony so we can ship him away. Okay. So this is Lothar Richards. Sweet. Sweet! Let's get that shit out of here. Lothar Richards. And Rose Kubert. Damn it. Okay. Really? Okay. So, they poisoned the salad. No. They poisoned... What do they have here? Let's take a look. Mrs. Baker, starting date, position housemaid, yearly wage £9. I cannot continue. Since my return and move to Sebastian's Manor, he has asked for financial support 7 times. He clearly is unable to take on any monetary responsibility. Please, I need your help, my dear brother, sincerely. Rose Kubert. Alright. What is this? A partially empty glass of amber liquid. A partially empty glass of cloudy tonic. Mary Richards sat here. Edmund Cloudsley sat here. Which they were trying to poison him. They were trying to poison him. Ah yes, we need the key. We need the necessary key. There's a key for nothing and a key for that. Square key. And... Okay, so they must have poisoned the tonic then, because I mean that's the only thing that they could really fucking do. Because no one else drank the tonic but her, so... Poisoned the tonic. Ooh, I'm fucking good! The scroll has been fulfilled. Ada Baker received encoded instructions from Darkhand Steward to poison Edmund Cloudsley. She used her ability to move freely throughout the room while cleaning and made a copy of the key to the medicine cabinet. She used a syringe to poison a sealed peptic tonic bottle. However, during the party, Rose asked for more tonic and drank it first and died from the poison. How many chapters are there? Does anybody know? Chapter 2, The Cursed Inheritance, The Explosive Events in the Forest Cabin. Henchman for hire in Timberbrook region. Billy Cracker, Oakwood Game. Brawler, Robber. Hardy Abe, Burkham Workhouse. Brawler, has a cart. Little Billy. Hobbs gang burglar enters through chimneys, jack nails, Timberbrook Inn, burglar and picklock. A box of confectionery. Hats. Ooh. Some nice hats they have there. Okay, girl. Okay. Ah, by the gods, what was that? Gentleman robber strikes at Westbrook. The infamous gentleman robber, Walter Keane, with a number of unnamed associates, held up a coach on the southern road leading out of Westbrook. There are 4 or 5. There's 4 and an epilogue. Oh, okay. Okay. The scoundrel robbed the passengers of all their valuables, kissed a young lady, and left. This is already the 5th robbery by the infamous gentleman. The 5th one. Who, as is his custom, appeared to be wearing an impeccable suit and a new hat in the latest city style. The reward for catching Walter Keane has been increased to £100. So he's got a cool hat. I mean, yeah, that seems to be him, doesn't it? He's got a fancy suit. Go, coin, go! Roar. Everyone, you are not to visit any village or city without my permission. At no point may you disclose the location of the cabin. Mr. David Gorin, you're in charge of all security and arms. Mrs. Lucia Smith, you will taste any food you cook before it is presented to me. Little Pip, you are in charge of Black Bestia and the Golden Doubloon. Both must be fed daily. Edmund Cloudsley. Okay, so right now we've got Golden Doubloon, because he called her Coin. That's Little Pip. And I think that's Lucia Smith again. Oh my. The man is breathing but appears to have lost consciousness. That's fucking... what's his face? That's Homeboy. I do not care what means you use to acquire what I need, but remember to be discreet as always. Note that I do not want it to decay. The more recent it has died, the better. One of the old workhouse geezers croaked yesterday. I will arrange for a cart to move the corpse if you send me directions, and be quick before they bury him. I do not want to dig up that stiff. 5 shillings, a key, and a loaded pistol. A coffin and a scarecrow in that wooden coffin. Interesting. Ah! A sword, a wrapped piece of confectionery, a ring with a ruby, and a loaded pistol. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. A small weight is tied to and pulled to a pulled lever at the back of the idol. Can I, like, mess with it? No, I can't, of course. Of course not. It has been broken off from the inside. A club. I finally have the location of my target. Meet us on November 10th, Friday, in the Timberbrook Inn, and bring all your tools. You get your share as we agreed. WK. A saw, a set of lockpicks, and a loaded pistol. Okay. This simply did not work. After I aimed at the sealed vessel and activated the idol, both air and vessel disappeared. Upon further consideration, it was an obvious mistake. Attempted with this input, and it was a definite improvement. It decreased the amount of air. But curiously, it still did not create the complete vacuum in the sealed vessel. Let's take a look at the idol once more. I'm writing this down on my legal pad. Cane and I don't even know what to call that. but it's got a 16-pound weight. There. Ah, a rotten apple and a green apple. How nice. A loaded pistol. Gold filtering. The target must contain some gold for this to work. Seawater is suitable target, for example. However, a great deal of seawater would be required for this to yield a significant amount. Perhaps I should try it on a ship or in an open sea. That's definitely not the one. Effect unknown. Effect 14. If the implications of this are what I surmise, this could be a tremendous discovery. The next step is to progress from fruit to some more advanced organic matter. I must ask David to fetch me a dead body for further experiments. This is vitally urgent. Okay, I'm writing that down. Effect unknown. I'm already putting on my thinking cap for this. Wait one moment. Wait one moment. The plot thickens. Okay. Spontaneous combustion. You cannot combust the target if you have performed the freezing beforehand. Interesting. The speed at which heat is increased appears to be influenced by how strongly I press the trigger or how long I have performed cane before it. Freezing. Observation. The target rapidly can create curious side effects. For instance, I should be careful when freezing water in a sealed bottle. It exploded and the glass shards flew everywhere. Safety notice. Upon pulling the trigger, if the glyph input is meaningful, the idol will perform the intended action on the target it can see. If the eye is red, it is ready for cane to input, and it will turn blue afterwards. If the eye is blue, you can only perform cane input. Okay. Okay, so those are different. Dot cane and cane. So it was used improperly. Because cane is good for red, but this must be blue. Okay, so he used it improperly. I already know who this man is. It's fucking Cloudsley Dale or whatever. Edmund Cloudsley. I just know it. I know him. Ooh. 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 Okay. 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 I don't know what any of this is, but whatever. Decreased. Okay, that's what it is. Got it. Air and vessel disappeared. It decreased the amount of air. Okay. Decreased air. What? Okay. Heat. All right. Okay, so this is for fire, and this is for freezing. So, increased, decreased. Okay, we've got that much going for us. Heat. Step 1. Get gold by aiming at target. Aim at an empty vessel to retrieve it. So that's for gold, I guess. This is for matter, but this is different because there's this circle here, and this is also a circle. This is for air. And this is for matter. Oh my god, I'm so fucking good. Oh my god, I'm so fucking good. Okay. 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 Alright. This seems like it's the guy. The gentleman guy. So I'm gonna go out there and, Walter Keane? That's totally Walter Keane. He's got the hat, he's got the everything, dude. That is Walter Keane, okay? Picked up the glyphs quick. That's right! That's right! What is this? Some kind of case? Nails. Your nails. I know you. Nails. Nails. Okay, that's nails. WK, that's Walter Keane. Okay. Yep. A saw. Is that a lockpicks? Loaded pistol. He's got a club. What is he, Polyphemus? Has a cart. Burk him. Okay, Hardy Abe. Hardy Abe is somewhere in there. Jack Nails is his name. I thought that was Ash. Brian or whatever. It looks like him. I mean, he might be just fucking... I don't know. Hardy Abe. We can't really see anybody else, so... Let's just say he is a Hardy Abe. Let's just say, from context clues, that that is Hardy Abe. A shard of vase. A broken thing. Did they kick the door in, or did they use a saw? They used a saw. So that was nails. Okay. Blank needed a corpse. Hold on now. Edmund Cloudesley Dale needed a corpse. along with accomplices, delivered a corpse. Or a coffin. Upon entering, suddenly, Meanwhile, the amount of in a sealed vase. When and entered the room, the vase exploded and killed them both. So when Jack Nails and Hardy Abe entered the room, the vase exploded and killed them both. Okay? Okay? Alright, let's get back to thinking. What happened to you, brother? What happened to you, huh? What's up with this scarecrow, anyway? What's up with that? What's up with that, Ben? Hey? Rrr. Rrr. Okay. I mean, this is the guy. This is the guy that we need. Upon entering, some blah blah suddenly stabbed or maybe clubbed. So it was probably Hardy Abe. I'm gonna say that because he like has a fucking thing on the back of his head. He's got a mark, but it's not like he was shot or stabbed. He was hit on the head. So he was probably hit on the head with a club. Meanwhile, let's say, meanwhile, what's his face? Keene. Walter Keene stabbed the amount of what? Hold on. Saw the amount of we found everything, so like all we can do now is like wait and to chill, I guess. Walter Keene, what do you have? Walter Keene has a sword, but he also has a loaded pistol in his hand. Okay. He has a loaded pistol. All he has is a club. So, they probably shot it. Even though it's, like, still loaded. I'm just gonna see. Shot the amount of water in a sealed vase. Maybe this is David Gorin. Yeah! Okay. Alright, alright, alright. David Gorin. David Gorin. Okay. Stabbed. Shot. Meanwhile, Walter Keane blanked the amount of water in a sealed vase. Clubbed. Nope. Okay. Exploded. Nope. Wait a minute. Meanwhile... Edmund Cloudesley-Dale. Exploded? No. Froze. He froze it. Is that a thing? Froze? Maybe it's just exploding. Exploded. The amount of water in a sealed vase. Edmund Cloudsley needed a corpse. David Gorin, along with accomplices, delivered a coffin. Upon entering, Hardy Abe suddenly clubbed David Gorin. Meanwhile, Edmund Cloudsley exploded the amount of water in a sealed vase. That doesn't really make any sense, does it? When Jack Nails and Hardy Abe entered the room, the vase exploded and killed them both. I mean, that would make sense, wouldn't it? What is this? Is it water? Exploded the air. In a sealed vase? No? Okay. increased the amount of air sealed in a sealed vase. Okay. Okay. All right. Chill. Hold on. Edmund Cloudsley needed a corpse. David Goran, along with accomplices, delivered a coffin. Upon entering, Hardy Abe suddenly clubbed David Goran. Meanwhile, Edmund Cloudsley increased the amount of air in a sealed vase. When Jack Nails and Hardy Abe entered the room, the vase exploded and killed them both. So he's still conscious, David Goran. He was clubbed in the back of the head, dude. I don't know what to tell you, man. Maybe the door was shot. Hardy Abe is the only one with a club. He clubbed him. I think that that's clear. He clubbed him. Walter Keane, there's no option for gun button. They didn't stab him. They didn't shoot him. They clubbed him in the back of the head. He's still conscious. Okay? I think the secret lies here. It seems like they sawed the door. He has a saw. Now the problem is, I think this is where things get fucky. Maybe it decreased. Nope, it increased. It was increased. Increased the amount of air in a sealed vase. That much is true. That much is so true. I don't know what I've got wrong. Is it Hardy Abe and Jack Nails instead? The vase exploded and killed them both. I don't know. I have no clue. Stabbed. Shot. It's clubbed. It was Hardy Abe. Right? What's wrong? Water. Air. Coffin. No, it's vase. Guys, I don't know. I have no clue. let's go back out here. And what did you see, little horse? Did you see anything? Little Billy. Hobbs gang burglar enters through chimneys. Is there a chimney somewhere in there? Let's see if there's a chimney. Maybe there is. Maybe it's Billy Cracker. Little Billy. Perhaps. Let's just... Hold on. Nah, okay. Just making sure. You changed something that you had correct earlier? Did I? Did I? Did I? Oh, it's not that. Maybe it's the air exploded? Nope. It's the vase. Do you want to know which one is wrong? Yes. Hardy Edmund Cloudsley needed a corpse. David Gorin, along with accomplices, delivered a coffin. Upon entering, Hardy Abe suddenly clubbed David Gorin. The second name, David Gorin. Maybe it's just Lucia Smith then. Nope. But why did that not change anything? That literally doesn't matter? What the fuck? These fucking names, dude, what the hell? None of it matters. Okay. No, that's definitely wrong. At least that's wrong, you know? So those two were also wrong, so there's still two incorrect. Edmund Cloudsley. Golden Doubloon. Walter Keane. Oh my god. Oh, okay, I get it. Alright, the scroll has been fulfilled. To gain entrance to Edmund Cloudsley's secret forest cabin, gentleman robber Walter Keane pretended to deliver a corpse to Edmund for his experiments. On entering the cabin, the robbers ambushed the servants, and Edmund locked himself in his study. While the robbers were sawing through the lock, Edmund prepared a trap with the idol that killed two of the intruders. Then, Sir Coroner, the bandits accidentally set off my master's laboratory chemical ingredients. What happened afterwards? I managed to fend the rest of them off, but my master, Lord Edmund Cloudsley, got caught in the blast, which severely disfigured him, and soon afterwards he died. Bless his soul. Did he? Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna do one more and then we're gonna call it. Ooh, but should we even? I'm like so interested to know what happens next. But no, maybe we should stop there. We should stop there. Let us yap. Oh, yes. What did you think? What did you think so far of our lovely this thing? I am enjoying this very much. I really like it. Genuinely, I'm a fan. Let me just back up a little bit. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Oh, but what's this? Hanging right between you and me? Hold on. What's... Let me just... Hold on. Let me just... Okay. Alright. Okay. What's this in between you and me? We've been caught under the mistletoe together. Oh no. What are we gonna do? No, I'm just kidding. Don't worry. I wouldn't make you do that. I wouldn't make you. Even though it'd be kind of fun. I don't know. Did you like it? I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it very much. I'm having a great time. I'm having a fantastic time. And we're almost there. We're almost at 39.9 subs. We're at 39,827, which is very exciting. Thank you all so much for your contributions. Thank you for subscribing and sharing and gifting. We've got 25 new members, which is awesome. Thank you everyone for that. Less than 200 subscribers left. That's right, baby. That's right. Can we get it there? Probably not today, but it'd be cool if we could get it there. That'd be pretty sick. Where should we put this? Right there? No. No fun. That's no fun. I guess we'll just leave it. We'll leave it where it was. Do it for husband. That's right. Don't forget to like and subscribe or whatever. But I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun with this. I think it's going really well. I mean, that last one was... It slipped me up a little bit. I didn't... I kind of wrote off that gentleman robber as soon as he... As soon as I figured out who he was, I was like, okay, he's done. He doesn't mean anything else to me now. But that was wrong! That was bad detective work of me. That was terrible detective work on my part. God damn it. But I'm glad that you guys had fun. I also had fun. I had a great freaking time. As per usual, dude. Hopefully, hopefully we can get back at this next week. But you know, we've got a lot of fun happening tomorrow as well, because we get to see husband tomorrow. We will be playing Little Nightmares 3 before also keeping up with the like trio action. We will be playing Resident Evil 3, starting our run through. The 9th one comes out in February, so we gotta get going. We gotta get schmoving on those. For our nerves. I hear that it's going to be one of the last, well, the last game that Leon S. Kennedy is a part of. The S stands for sexy, by the way. The S stands for sex appeal, by the way. The S stands for sultry, by the way. By the way, the S stands for scrumptious. Leon Scrumptious Kennedy. The S stands for smoking. Yeah, hell yeah. The S stands for simp. Because I'm a simp for Leon Kennedy. Leon Snake. No. Leon Snake Kennedy. Leon Sitter Kennedy, because we will be babysitting. The S stands for sitter. He wanted it to be BS, but you know, that would have meant something else first and not babysitter, so he had to go with just S. That's a deep cut right there. Just for anyone who was wondering. Anyone who gets the joke is my friend. Hi, little lady, you wanna come up? You wanna come up and shit? No. You're doing just fine down there. Blue is really your color. It brings out your eyes. You're beautiful. Leon Succulent Kennedy. That's right. That is correct. The S is for suplex. The S is for special unit. Specialized killer. Serial. Shooter. I don't know. Soup. Oh no, I lost a subscriber from that. Oh my god, that's actually really fucking funny. Okay, yeah, but yeah, we'll be doing we'll be doing Little Nightmares and Resident Evil for the rest of the week. And you know, I've still got some tricks up my sleeve and shit. I'm really excited about the rest of this month. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna have a lot of fun together, so I hope that you'll join me for it. And you know, make sure to like and subscribe and stuff. It'd be a lot of fun, I think. If you did, you won't regret it. And yeah, that's all I have to say, I guess. I don't have a lot to chat about today. But, you know, we got some new members. I should just thank you guys again for subbing. I mean, we're coming up on a year. We're coming up on an entire year that we've been here together. My very first. And you were here through it all. How do you think I did? Should we shoot for another year? January 4th will be my anniversary. So I hope that we can have some fun together. We'll look at how far I've come throughout everything, and you know, I feel like I've come pretty far. Just by looking alone, like I feel like I'm gonna see my first model and be like, oh God, what is that? But you know, that it'll be fun, and it'll be kind of fun, like, to go through Little Nightmares 3 and then watch back at my very first stream, which for those who don't know was Little Nightmares. That was the first game I chose to play. Cool. Cringe! Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be really interesting. But thank you very much, everybody who believed in me, and everybody who made it this far, and everybody who's been supporting me throughout it, and you know, those who have been a year-long member. We're getting there. We're actually getting there. I don't even know, like, what your badges are gonna look so sick. Oh, Vroid 1.0. Oh yes. Oh yes. Do we prefer Vroid, or have we gotten used to the VTube Studio model? Are we okay with 2D Lilith now? I love 2D Lilith. Vroid Lilith will always have a place in my heart, but I think VTube Studio Lilith is here to stay. She has so much movement. Come on. Come on. But then again, I can't go like this anymore. And then to just stay stuck like that? So, you know, it's a little trade-off. It's a little trade-off. Great mouth tracking and face tracking and like all of this, but we have to sacrifice Horse Girl. We had to sacrifice Horse Lilith for this, and I miss her every day. But, you know, and the tongue, yes, this is true. Grey Gang for nearly a year. Nice. Exactly. Yeah, Distracted. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's just so good looking. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, you know, 'tis the season to be a Lilith O'Leary subscriber and a member if you can swing it, you know? But yeah, I've had fun. I've had fun this year. Genuinely, I think that this year is gonna be kind of hard for me because my family's not here, and it's the first time that I'm like so far away from them, and like spending Christmas without them, and that kind of makes me a little sad. But you know, they sent me some stuff, so I have it wrapped under my tree. And I'll be FaceTiming them this year, but oh, the person subbed again, yay! We're back, we're so back. But you got any Christmas pics up on your throne? Oh yeah, ooh, I should probably like post that or something, I guess. But yeah, I've got my entire Christmas wish list on my throne. So if you feel like gifting me anything, feel free to get me a little something off of there. If you're wondering, the gift that I most want is a little treadmill so that I can continue my walks, but inside during this season of great tundra fucking blizzard. Look at us, we are the family now. Exactly. I'll be spending my holiday season with you guys as I have been. Like, okay, I'm gonna like spoil a little bit. I'm just gonna spoil a little bit, okay? I can't keep it inside. I'm gonna spoil a little bit of the Christmas like schedule that we've got going, because like we all know, okay? Like Wednesday we are going to be doing a watch party. Guess what we're watching? I'll give you one fucking guess. I will give you one guess as to what we are watching. Okay, one. It's the Grinch. Yes, it is the Grinch. Good job. Good job, everyone. You got it. Yes, it's the Grinch. The live action Jim Carrey one, of course. But we will be watching it together. I have been holding off like every fucking weekend. Husband's like, you want to watch the Grinch? Because like I get like a little sad because I'm like, man, I really can't like just pop over to my siblings' room and bother them, or like, you know, like last year I invited them over to my room for for a fucking a Grinch watch along, and I made them a Who Pudding cook-off pudding and we all ate it during the Who Pudding cook-off and judged the puddings. I made like 4 different puddings and a jello, but I can't do that this year, and we don't get matching pajamas this year, and all this shit. Damn, it sucks. Like, it sucks. So every fucking week, husband's like, oh, do you want to watch the Grinch? Do you want to? I know that that'll make you feel better. And I'm like, no, I'm watching it on stream. We're watching it on stream with the Lost Souls and everybody else. We're waiting because I don't like spoiling that movie. I can't watch it too many times because then I won't be in the mood to watch it when it really counts, which is 2 weeks from now. Damn. Anyway, yeah, it sucks to grow up. Fuck, I hate this. Damn. I've never been far away from my family, so it's weird and it's odd. Wait, classic or Jim Carrey? Jim Carrey version. The Jim Carrey version of 2001. Live action, Jim Carrey. It's quotable, it's amazing. Don't you dare, oh god me. What do you mean? What do you mean? Hmm? I'm waiting. What do you mean? What do you mean? The prosthetics? Amazing. The world building? Incredible. I made my stepfather bring me to see that in theaters. It is insane. It was amazing. Aw. I told this story on Twitter, but I'm gonna tell it again. Because one of the first times that I saw that movie, I was a child. I was like a literal fucking infant baby. And I was at a sleepover with some young ladies. And it was like the Christmas time, you know, back in 2001. So they popped in the Grinch and the Jim Carrey version. And I think it was like a Christmas themed sleepover because I don't remember like a lot more than what I'm about to tell you, the details of this party. And the mom brings down these chocolate cupcakes that she made that had green frosting on them. So we were all eating green frosting chocolate cupcakes and watching the Grinch. But then one by one, literally like never at the same time, all the girls at this sleepover started fucking throwing up. And I remember this happening because I remember looking over at one girl and she burped. And then just like a green, fucking neon green vomit just started like spilling out of her mouth. Like not like projectile, but like it was like it like dribbled out of her mouth. And I was like, the fuck is going on there? And then I'd like turn my head and there's another girl fucking like throwing up green frosting. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, what's happening here? And I didn't throw up, which is crazy. And I remember it so vividly because all the girls ended up getting sick except for me. And you know, I was like 5 or something. I was like 5 and I remember like all of the girls having to like, you know, have their moms come and pick them up. And I was literally the only girl left at this sleepover. And this all happened before the Grinch movie could even finish. So I was still sitting there, very happy, little autistic Lilith, sitting there alone with the host, watching the Grinch, and the mom comes down and she's like, honey, your mom is here to pick you up. And I'm like, but I'm watching the Grinch and this is a sleepover. And she's like, well, it's been canceled because, you know, all the other girls aren't feeling very well. And I'm like, interesting. And I got mad because I couldn't finish watching the Grinch. Like I was like, can she come back? Can she come back when the movie is over? Like, I was just such a little fucking shit. I didn't really understand the context of the situation. I just knew that I was the last one standing, and I earned watching the Grinch. But no, they denied me my prize. I was the strongest. It was so dumb. But yeah, I fucking, that movie is just, the Grinch chose me. That's right. I was only able to handle the Grinch's essence. But that memory is just always attached to that movie for me, and it's a good movie. But I remember being like very hurt that I was sent home even though I wasn't sick. But now that I'm a fucking adult and I've got a fully developed frontal lobe, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. You can't just have fucking one bitch at the party. It's like I didn't really know any of them very well. It was like for something. It was for when I think it was for when like I was in the fucking royalty or something. Oh, just a side note for that context, I guess. I was a princess for a little while, and by that I mean that I like was a city princess for our city, and like stood on the floats during parades and like waved to people, and I had a little shiny crown, and I would make speeches sometimes at like things that I just didn't understand. I don't remember literally like most of this time, but I remember that. I remember like memorizing speeches, and I remember my mom French braiding my hair a bunch and me being like, take this shit out, it hurts, I don't like it. and never wanting to do anything except for the Candyland themed parade in the winter time. And going to this fucking sleepover with all of the other little girls and watching The Grinch. Yeah, so there. That's what I have for you. I don't know. That's all I got. That's all I got for you. I don't even know anymore. Like, whoa, princess. Yeah, that's me. That's crazy. No, genuinely, like, I think I was like the runner-up too. Like, I didn't even actually win. And then the girl that actually won, I was like the runner-up. And the girl that won was like, oh, actually, I can't do this. And they're like, okay, I guess it's Lilith's time to shine. And I was like, woo! It's so dumb. So dumb. Excuse me, princess. No, it's what's crazy about that is my older sister was also doing shit like this, and she didn't get princess. She got queen, and she was an aquatennial queen. And what does that mean? I have no clue, but it was like better somehow. And she like kept doing it throughout the years, and she was just perfect in every way. I was like, bitch, you fucking suck. Like, how dare you, you fucking queen. But yeah, whatever. I'm a cryptid creature now, and she's a mom. So there. Who got the last laugh? Oh, that's so funny. A family full of royalty. Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. Of many kids. She does have lots of children. She's just all the time. It's her favorite thing. But yeah, I've got half an Arby's sandwich downstairs waiting for me, so I'm gonna get to that, okay? And I hope that you guys have a great rest of your night. Let me know if there's like some part of this video that I should clip, okay? I've been clip hunting recently, but I don't know. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. I hope that you stay hydrated, moisturized, and in your fucking lane. And of course, good night, sleep tight, and don't look under your bed tonight. Hold on, wait. Congratulations if you made it this far. That means you're one of the strong, one of the sweet, and one of my favorites. This is like a special comment section, okay? This is the pre-credits roll where you get a little bit of extra content and a secret comment, okay? This is for my strong and sweet only, okay? If you're like a VOD gang and you've watched it this far, you can also do this. We love the VOD gang. I want to know what you think is going on with this golden idol statue. What do you think is happening? And no spoilers. If you know what's going on, don't tell me. But like, what do you think is up with that, man? Do you think it's like an ancient artifact? Or do you think it's like a special magical artifact that was brought about by like alchemy or something? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. All right, bye.